Hooty hoo, this is George with a very special announcement. First of all, my debut stand-up comedy special is coming out officially on December 2nd. It will be available to rent or purchase on Amazon and Apple and various other websites, but that is not what I'm here to announce because it is not available yet. I am merely saying that because I wanted to tell everyone that I am having a big special release show at the Bell House in Brooklyn, New York on December 3rd. That is the day after the special comes out. So come to the Bell House, come celebrate. It'll be a big show. It'll be like a George and Friends style show with some extra special guests and surprises. And if you buy tickets now, then you won't have to buy them later when I announce the lineup publicly. So you heard it here first. Bell House, December 3rd, special release, George and Friends show. And then the second thing is that Sam and I are doing a sort of last minute kind of industry adjacent show, a special edition StraightioLab Live at On Air Fest in Los Angeles on November 11th. It is a podcast festival, and there are a few tickets set aside for sort of the GA general admission crowd. If you don't professionally work in podcasting, you can still see us do our thing. So in conclusion, come to my special release show at the Bell House in Brooklyn on December 3rd. And if you're in LA, come see us at On Air Fest on November 11th. The tickets for that are on the Bell House website, on my link tree, on the StraightioLab link tree. Honey, if you look for them, you'll find them. Enjoy the show.
Podcast starts now.
Welcome to Zohran Mamdani's New York City, baby.
We did it.
We did it. We are recording mere 20 hours after the election results were called. I don't know how to keep time, much like our guest. But I can already feel the energy in the city changing. Mm-hmm. I'm already not paying for the bus. I don't think it's officially free yet, but I didn't pay today when I boarded.
The energy is absolutely electric. I will say I flew in yesterday. Last night I got in, and I tell you, I was pretty fake. I was faking it. Everyone around me was like, "Woo!" And I was sort of like, "Yeah, I've been here the whole time too." You know what I mean? Like, I was like, yeah. I felt like a bit of a fake fan.
I know, it's crazy that you left New York during the one exciting thing that happened.
I know, it was so messed up.
Well, you know, as someone who's been here the whole time, I can tell you the city's completely different. Like I said, I'm not paying for the bus. I had a child yesterday.
Congrats, by the way.
I dropped it off just at City Hall. I said they'll figure it out. They said free childcare. I dropped it off in my car that was given to me by the state.
Amazing.
I got a VW Bug. And
Yay.
I dropped the baby off. I went to, you're allowed to do just a 24-hour clubbing under the Zohran administration. So you can have a baby, the state takes care of it, and then you just go clubbing.
Yeah, I actually went to get a sandwich today, and they were like, that'll be $23. And I was like,
not today.
Not in my New York.
You haven't read the New York Post yet, it seems.
Let's bring it back down to 12,
Let's bring it back down to 12. And what else am I doing? I'm not paying rent.
Yay.
Because did you know freezing the rent means you just don't have to pay it anymore?
That's amazing.
So anyway, I'm very excited. It felt very invigorating to cast my ballot. And needless to say, I'm excited for him to be completely worn down by the machine in approximately 3 weeks.
I know. That's the whole thing, though. I'm kind of excited. It's like fun. It's like watching the Joker. You're like, let's see how someone goes from happy and good to like sad and bad.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're like the only person on earth who hasn't met him?
Honestly, yeah.
It kind of felt like when like someone famous dies and everyone has the picture with them.
I would even go so far as to say, so his whole thing is that he did a really good job of meeting so many people and walking up and down Manhattan and whatever. But at one point it sort of cheapened it where I was like, okay, so he'll just say yes to the opening of an envelope. Like, why has he met literally 15...
He's the Jeremy O'Harris of politics.
He's the Jeremy O'Harris of politics.
Yeah.
Why has he not... And shout out to our dear friend Jeremy. But why has he not... why has he met... comedians, and yes, comedians we know that have been on TV, but even ones that haven't.
He was at Bell House with Mary Beth.
Yes, and Mary Beth thankfully has been on TV since then, so that's okay. But at the time, actually, she hadn't been on television, which is really crazy.
That really hurts.
Speaking of people who have been on television, I just want to say we are literally. I'm so excited for this guest.
I can't wait.
I think to me, I'm like generational talent. Like I'm like, this is our next Lisa Kudrow.
Thank you.
So please welcome Ivy Wolk.
Hi.
So Ivy, how does it feel to be a generationally gifted comedic actress?
It feels really great. I'm constantly employed because nobody would be doing it like me. So, that's money in my pocket. I'm happy. I'm smiling. Bought these glasses for $30. I really splurged on myself.
Really?
What,
My name
CVS?
is Zenny Optical. My name is
course.
inscripted on the side.
Oh, I saw that and I said, that's
Did you
crazy.
pay extra for that?
It was about $2 extra.
Oh my God.
Wow.
It's a real steal. If
Well,
you guys are
luckily
ever in
your
the
name
market
is
for
very
glasses.
short, so you didn't have to pay too much.
It was 50 cents per letter. Yeah, I feel great.
tip.
I feel great about my life. I feel very good, and I'm not addicted to Xanax anymore. So things are great.
And do you ad-lib on set?
Yeah. But I feel like when I'm working, I actually get mad quiet because the thing is, like, unfortunately, I am like supremely gifted, but the entire filmmaking process to me is just so tedious. And at times really annoying.
This is what people don't tell you, and I'm semi-intentionally, semi-not intentionally, have not done a lot of acting in my life, mostly because I'm not very good at it.
I'm going to say not intentionally.
You're going to say not intentionally?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying if somebody were like, hey, George, guess what? You get to be...
Oh, if someone offered me a role, then sure. But I'm saying I'm not hitting the pavement and auditioning like many of my friends.
No.
It's not a priority for me.
No.
Whereas I am, for example, getting rejected from writers' rooms.
Right.
Oh,
That is something that I would say is non-intentional. But I'm not currently writing for
That's
television.
an accident.
Yeah.
Acting is like completely, I find it completely exhausting and irritating. And it's like you have to, stop everything that you're doing if a plane is overhead.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I actually want to get off work before the grocery store closes. Because all I have is a single pork chop in my fridge. So
no, when people would get mad that there was like a coffee cup in a Game of Thrones still, I'd be like,
you don't even know how hard it is to construct something of that scope and caliber. It's like, leave the cup in.
Leave the cup in.
So we are recording while all the terrible reviews of that Ryan Murphy show are coming out.
I watched the first episode last night.
Okay, we need to talk about it. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm kind of like, obviously, yes, I believe that it's bad, but I'm a little bit like, you guys don't know how many people worked in order for that to look even as good as it does. The costume department alone.
Niecy Nash is like in a trench, which, I like to see Niecy in a trench, though.
To me, Niecy Nash, I've always said, is like, I would say top 5 comedic actors of all time.
Yeah, I fully agree.
Like, I think it's Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Lisa Kudrow, Niecy Nash,
Wendy McClendon-Covey, and when they maximized their joint slay on the HBO show Getting On, I was shaking.
Jane Krakowski.
Ivy Wolk.
Ivy Wolk.
Yeah. Janine Garofalo.
But I love Janine Garofalo, obviously. But I'm talking like precise surgical comedy of the type that like Jane Krakowski does.
Yes.
It's very difficult to find.
Yeah.
Who is your biggest comedic actor inspiration?
Oh my God. I mean, I feel like I look for it everywhere. I just like in everything that I watch, I'm really, because they're the types of roles I play are like character parts, I'm always looking for like who's playing funny waitress number 3. Who like at the end of the movie, like when the credits are rolling really fast because it's like let everybody get out of the theater, we have seats to clean. I'm like, okay, who was silly bellhop? And that's always who I'm tuning in for. It's always just whoever makes up the ensemble, like just a cog in the bigger machine. Because I feel like when I'm acting, it's like I know like what my utility is, like at least thus far in my career, is like I am the character that says the chaotic, annoying things that makes the other characters look more like the hero so that people can root for them, root against me, and then that propels their narrative. And so I'm always looking out for who else is doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's very few people of my generation that fill the niche that I do.
You know what I think you're doing is actually taking jobs from gay men, because you're playing kind of traditionally, it would be like
oh honey, those shoes. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm the new oh honey, those shoes.
Yes, but also like an even more depraved, like sort of like a gay guy coming out of the club, foaming out of his mouth, being like on drugs, just being like, what's going on over there? What's that?
Yeah, I can see you playing like an assistant. It'd be sort of gay assistant where they're like, hey, I need that on my desk by Monday. And you're like, yeah, no.
And
like,
I've played an assistant. I've played a candy shop employee. I've played a hotel clerk. I've played a high school student, mean high school student who's mean to gay guys.
Yeah, that's right. But also nice to other gay guys.
Nice to other gay guys.
You're pitting gay guys against each other.
Yes. So my utility in this industry is sort of to pit gay men against each other and to
that's
just
nice.
sit back and watch with a little smirk on my face and a bang just like kind of floating in the wind. And that's my specialty.
When did you commit to the bang?
I have had bangs since I was, I think, 4 years old.
4 years old. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And did it change your life immediately?
Yeah, definitely. I started getting, a lot of people questioning my mother as to what my chromosomes were.
Because of the bangs?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I once did a show where...
Because they're read as they, them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Or,
When I see a little
one, you know?
baby, when I see a little baby with bangs, I say, I'm sorry, is that baby genderqueer?
Yeah.
No, exactly.
I say, what
and
are
those
your pronouns,
Those are
baby?
the allegations that have been thrust upon me since I was very young, especially because I did grow up doing roller derby. So I was already
You grew up during roller derby?
doing roller derby. I did roller derby from the time I was 8 years old to 13.
Did the bangs come before or after the roller derby?
Honey,
Before.
during.
Oh, got
Very
it. Okay.
interesting.
Oh, well, it was before. I had bangs before. They only got shorter during. And then post, even shorter.
There was a roller derby league for children?
Oh, yeah. I'm from Los Angeles, California, bitch.
Oh.
Shit's different over
Shit is
there.
really
This is
different
how
over
Sean
there.
Baker does his casting. He says,
Literally.
bring me people who were on a roller derby team when they were 8 years old.
No, literally.
And I need them in my next film.
No, literally. And what's really surprising about roller derby is that most of the girls that I grew up with doing roller derby are not lesbians today.
Well, yeah, that's the LA. of it
Right.
all. It's
Yeah.
like, if you're in LA, you don't have to be a lesbian.
No, exactly. And that's very dark and sad to me.
Yeah, not
Which
being
part?
a lesbian.
Not being a lesbian is very hard and sad because here's the thing. It's like I don't really have that many like straight up lesbians in my life these days.
Really?
When I do link with a squad of lesbians, I leave there like literally feeling like I'm ready to grow my bush down to my ankles and like Lilith fair myself into like a field of weeds.
It's
you know?
empowering.
It's really empowering. Like hearing like a butch dyke be like, I just love eating pussy no matter what way it's thrown at me. That's just like, it feels so transformative.
When you are around a group of lesbians, you just sort of remember that it is okay to be comfortable with yourself.
Yes.
And then when you leave, you're like, this could honestly, I actually need to unlearn that because who knows what
Who
type
knows
of...
what the fuck I could do?
Yes, like if
I
I
need to put my
actually,
shield back up.
if I
I'm
actually let
vulnerable.
myself go, like we're talking, I could suddenly start like raising ferrets in the woods.
Yes.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yes.
That's really scary.
If you listen to a Judith Butler ass hoe, you're gonna end up with like a cage of weasels in the back of your van, selling them on the side of the highway, being like, "This is little Jimmy. Take him for a spin for me."
Yeah, no, the mutual aid is going to be suffocating.
Yeah.
You're gonna live in an environment of
I'm paying everybody's rent.
complete abundance.
I'm paying everybody's
You're
rent.
in debt.
Yeah.
Chase is calling you every day. They're saying, where is the money?
And I said, I had to pay Tiffany's water bill.
Yeah.
We fucked one time 10 years ago. I owe her for the rest of my life. She made me come with my legs up. That's what would happen if I was a lesbian. I would get into deep shit.
My landlord is, of course, a lesbian, as many know. And sometimes when I pay her rent, I'm like, it's crazy that you're like still accepting this.
Right.
Well, if your landlord is a lesbian and you pay rent, that's mutual aid.
Right. And also maybe the landlordism undoes the lesbianism.
Oh,
Yeah, she comes
It
out.
renders her bi, maybe.
Totally. Yeah. She's so
It
bi.
renders her bi because she's a capitalist and a dyke, and so it just renders her bi.
I always
Straight
expect her
down
to
the
just be
middle.
like, don't worry about it this month. Like, I really expect that half the time.
Yeah.
So far, not the case.
Not the case.
case.
Well, that's because I feel like, I don't know, gay guys will always be a cut above a lesbian in terms of like
Well,
the
societally,
axis
sure.
of power, you know?
Well, that's the other thing is that as a gay guy working in entertainment, you're in fact redistributing wealth by paying rent
No, that's
to a
true.
lesbian that owns an RV. And I'm
Yes.
not, that's not some joke I'm making. She literally
She
does
has an RV.
own
Yeah,
an
yeah.
RV.
Yeah.
And it is regularly parked outside your home.
That's so awesome. Does it ever block like the door or the passageway?
No, she's very respectful about not blocking
That's
the
wonderful.
ways.
Speaking of lesbian, I'm taking off my Supreme flannel right
Oh my
now.
God, that's Supreme?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
very warm. You can feel the inside. Oh my God. The fleece is actually quite
Oh,
nice.
wow.
I believe it must have come from a real animal.
Well, let's hope so.
I believe it.
I mean, the
not
science they
kosher.
would have to invent to make that out of fake animal is...
Oh, they have the science.
You believe they have the science?
I believe they have the science. Scientists can do a lot of crazy stuff these days.
That's actually very true.
In
about
this
science.
house, we believe science is real.
In this house, what does the rest of the science say?
It's like...
In this
It's
house,
like-
Kamala is boots.
It's
Kamala is boots. Dick Cheney is bae.
Dick Cheney is bae. Bipartisanship never sinks.
Is tea.
Bipartisanship is tea.
Warby Parker glasses are cunt.
Yes.
Skinny scarves are mama.
And J. Crew is having a sale.
J. Crew is having a sale. My mother will never come out from underneath how much she racked up in J. Crew credit cards from my childhood. I had a J.
She's
Crew
in
mother.
deep debt.
J. Crew is literally like a predatory lender, I would say, for suburban white moms.
Oh my God. Literally, the
They need to be on trial like Boost Mobile is.
A cashmere sweater, like, literally is a noose for a white woman of a certain age.
The cashmere sales happening at J. Crew, I don't know how, but somehow they trick you into thinking it's cheap, but then you're like paying it on Klarna for 15 months.
Well, they make it out of fur from missing people. So, like that meme that's like Arby's steak nuggets, like a whole like 25-piece steak nugget for $2.99, like that's missing people. We're not talking about how the fur, that's the hair of missing people.
Mm-hmm.
When I worked at the Upper East Side J. Crew, and moms would come in like
that's heavy right there. Just even that.
It was tough. Like they'd come in and buy a cashmere in every size just in case.
Yeah.
And it was like
a cashmere that
couldn't
grows
stop
with
them.
you.
No, for Upper East Side moms, cashmere is kind of like when you go to buy groceries and you're like, I can't remember if we have red wine vinegar at home, I'll just get one.
Yes.
Or like, I can't remember if we have whole grain mustard at home, I'll just get one.
Yes.
Whatever, it's like $7.
The mustard that you chew.
The mustard that you chew, of course. Yum, yum, yum. Chomp, chomp, chomp. And so every day they're going to the J. Crew, they're saying, whatever, I'll buy two. I'll buy a lavender and I'll buy a...
And you need one for the house in the Upper East Side and one for Montauk.
Montauk house.
When I was in the lobby over there, I was overhearing a conversation between two women, one of whom said, yeah, I love the Hamptons. My in-laws have a house there, so we're there all the time. And you're there every weekend, yes? And then the other woman went, yes, I am. And I was just thinking, like, in Zohran's America, sorry, y'all gonna get shot point blank. Like, it's literally over for you, okay?
No, there's gonna be strangling. There's gonna be strangling with the cashmere, cashmere sweaters.
Like I'm taking your cashmere off of you, revealing your tits in your nice bra, your nice department store bra, and then I'm taking it and I'm choking you the fuck out, and you're gonna collapse in a heap in Midtown.
On television, Gladiator
on television,
style.
ABC 7, yeah.
This is, by the way, a network show. They're going to hire you, character actress and indie darling Ivy Wolk, to assassinate wealthy white women.
And Ryan Murphy's going to EP, and he's doing hair.
Yeah.
He's going to make sure that the hair is accurate.
Those women are going to look amazing.
Amazing, but then they will be dead.
Yeah, that's tough.
Then they will be dead because they talk about the Hamptons, outwardly in, this new era.
Offices.
In this new era of burqa, no panties on. Sorry.
What?
I've been hearing so many people, like I literally was just yesterday, I was in Washington Heights, and I heard like an older man on the phone saying over and over again, well, it's a Muslim state. If he wins, it's a Muslim state. And it's like, oh, people actually believe like it's going to be girls in Bushwick, full burqa, no panties on.
I can't even...
Pushing the thong to the side at mood ring. Like, this is what people think is going to happen. It's like, no, we're just going to be able to have cheaper sandwiches, like you said.
I think people are very confused, yeah.
They're very confused.
Yeah, they're like, it's radical Islam, but it's also they, them.
Yes, and it's like, well, I mean, people have done it.
Well, of course, people we know have.
People we hold near and dear
people
have.
We hold near our dear.
But I don't think institutionally it's going to be implemented.
No, I don't think so. I think people are going sort of Stefan mode, and they're like, burkas at the club, they, thems on wheelchairs.
Yeah, New York's hottest club is the mosque. It's like, actually, New York's hottest club is, is there a hot club right now? What's hot right now? Because I've been seeing my trans girlfriends like on Twitter being like, Knockdown Center's corny, by the way.
Oh, and completely.
Okay, I've never been, so I don't know.
People I know that went to the Amare show were like, this is not it.
So what is fun to go to?
It's impossible. I mean, I have the out of like, I haven't been here.
Underground raves, but how do you find a fucking underground rave? Where do you go to find it? I just
you come on a gay podcast and you say into an iHeart podcast mic. You say, where do I find an underground rave? Where do I find the
underground rave?
And then they'll find you.
Okay.
Comment below.
Will I get like a DM?
Probably. You'll get many
from
DMs,
like a shaman,
and they're gonna be sexist.
Okay, that's fine. I can handle that. That's okay. That's okay. I'm fine with that.
No, so it's actually such a relief to know that like Knockdown Center is over, and like hopefully that means Basement also, because like I've
Is Basement corny too? I've never been.
No, Basement is not. You think Basement sucks?
Yeah, but it's for the.
Oh my God.
But you're like swag and you have a tooth gem, so I feel like you would think that literally anything is corny.
Our producer has a tooth gem, and they think basement sucks.
Yeah, you're
Please
mad
comment
swag.
below how that makes you feel.
Your bangs are being held back by a bobby pin, like you're mad swag. So like, I think that you would find anything corny and abhorrent.
Well, and that's, so
We are in a sort of awkward moment right now, and I mean the three of us, in that like we're on camera, but our producer off camera looks cooler than us, and that
Right.
can kind of throw off the dynamics in a big way.
that can
Yeah.
throw you off.
Yeah,
that can throw you off.
She is, for sure she is.
But I
I'm
can see
vaping
you're
into the mic. I'm so
compensating by
sorry, I'm-
vaping.
Yeah, thank
Fully
you for
vaping into the
vaping.
mic.
I just want to say thank you for
Thank
vaping.
you.
I
for
actually
vaping.
I did mean to ask, can I do this in this small room?
Uh-huh.
And I just did it anyway. Zohran's America.
Zohran's America. That's cool.
I vape
Government
on the
issued.
train.
Government
I
issued
vape on the
vape.
plane. I vape on the bus. I vaped at my grandpa's funeral. I vaped at my friend's funeral. I take it everywhere with me. I'm real hardcore about this shit, you guys. If you want, if Zohran does anything for vape, you know what he should do actually? At the city-owned grocery stores where the groceries are cheaper, there should be vapes in the checkout line. This should be $10.
How much is it?
30.
Whoa.
I know.
That's crazy.
No, I know. They're ringing me out.
Don't they know you're an artist?
No, literally. Don't they know what? I mean,
You're in an Academy Award-winning film.
right. And so I should just pay. Right?
Did you
Is that
like-
what you're saying?
I don't
That
like
women
how
should just pay?
industrial this looks. The vape you're holding, it's like so giant. It's black and silver. Like, what happened to cute little vapes that had like a little ombre
And
that
it
went
says
from yellow to blue?
It's Geek Bar.
Geek Bar? What the hell?
That's tough.
It's for nerds, bitch.
Oh my God, it lights up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
crazy.
The night sky. I'll
Okay.
show you the world.
Never
You're
mind.
girl.
dying in slow motion in front of us.
I think that should be $50.
yeah.
You think this should be $50?
I think they should. I
Yeah,
think they're
and they should arrest
underselling.
you.
And
Oh, I'm going to jail.
I think it should be $50. You pay. You don't get to keep the money. You're immediately arrested.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm an abolitionist, so.
That doesn't matter when they're coming to arrest you.
Yeah,
Do you think when a police officer comes and is like, you're under arrest, you can just respond,
be
I'm
like,
actually an abolitionist.
Actually, like, I have read excerpts of Angela Davis during 2020. So don't send me to jail. I know
excuse
you're on
me.
some fuck shit.
I don't believe in this.
No,
You can't
literally.
take me to a place I don't believe in.
No,
I would actually-
exactly. You can't take me to heaven. I'm going in the ground. If I don't believe in God, I'm not going to heaven. If I don't believe in prisons, I'm not going there either.
I would love
Doesn't
a
apply to
world
me.
in which you are punished based on your own moral code. It's like they do a little brain scan and they're like, oh, got it. She's an abolitionist. I guess we'll do community-oriented work with
Yeah,
her.
I guess she'll have to volunteer now.
And then
Oh
this other
God,
person...
she's annoying. She's going to Bushwick for the rest of her life.
Exactly.
be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah, she's going to basement, and you have to be
Right.
at every show. No earplugs.
Oh, by the booth.
Oh, and you have to know who the DJs
You have to be
are.
in the dark room while all these gay men are fornicating around you.
I would actually be really happy.
You're just handing
there.
out juice boxes.
I would be really happy
Would
there,
you?
actually. Yeah.
That's nice.
I think gay sex is interesting.
Well, yes, compared to the alternative, for sure. But
I
you
think
know, it
the
does.
way it happens is just, it's curious to me. I recently had to just reveal to my straight male best friend, who is 30 years of age and had went his whole life not knowing that gay guys can have sex like not from just behind.
yeah, missionary.
This is a common.
He didn't know
This
that
is a
gay
common
guys can do
thing.
missionary. I was like, just
Yeah.
hoist. And this is a guy who's been pegged, by the way, in missionary. And he was like,
He was
no,
like,
but
well,
for
yeah,
gay guys,
chica.
it's ergonomically different. No,
I'm sorry. This is crazy.
I know.
No, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
It's madness. It's madness. But
he-
Zohran will educate the youth. He's not young. He's 30.
Do you think Zohran has been pegged? I think no.
I think no.
I think no, actually. I think no because when he smiles, I believe it.
yeah.
And I think when a guy who's pegged, most men I know that have been pegged kind of carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. Like the strap really took something from them. As it went in, it took something out, you know? With every thrust, it removed a little emblem of the soul. And so I don't think Zohran has been pegged. His wife is beautiful. I mean, we have the first e-girl first lady.
I know, it's
Yeah,
kind of
she's
amazing.
Huge for me.
Yeah.
It's amazing that our first ladies went from lesbian to nobody to art school girl.
Yeah.
You kind of start to realize, like, okay, this is why the trad wife movement is growing.
Right, right.
This is what they're responding to.
Right, they're resisting against
Yeah.
the establishment.
Yeah, everyone is just craving Laura Bush. They're like, bring back Laura Bush.
Well, we need
Bring
something
back
to
Laura
rebel
Bush.
against.
We need, yeah.
That's what it always is.
Right, yeah. But I'm excited about the e-girl first lady.
Do you
I
think
hope
they're going to
she-
hit you up for a position of some kind? Or?
in the
In the
cabinet?
administration.
in the administration,
cabinet,
in the cabinet.
Even in the transition team, potentially, which is more...
I'd be the czar to good vibes and a fun time with friends.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm actually the Zohran Mamdani czar to good times and having fun and smiles with friends.
Okay.
Oh, cool. And everybody is like, oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm the czar of like letting everyone know what they need to bring.
Yeah. When people on Twitter are like, what would your position be in the communist revolution? Like, I think I would be like the basket weaver. It's like, you're going to be in the rubble, a million pieces of skin because you're going to get blown to bits. That's what's going to happen to you. When the revolution comes, some of y'all are not going to survive. Me personally, I know I'm not built for it. I have celiac disease, you know? If the revolution comes and I can't, boil potatoes and eat them raw, like it's just not.
No, you're going to be going around with a little sticker that says GF. Who's going to accommodate that?
Exactly. I can't eat canned beans when the revolution comes. I'm gonna be shitting. They leave you behind if you shitting. That's how war goes.
You'd get left behind for
if you
sure.
shit, if you have shit allegations on you during the revolution, sorry.
Yeah, they'd be like
point blank in the forehead, you're under the ground.
Yeah, no, the millennial army is going to be like, not beating the shit allegations I hear.
No,
and then
literally.
They're going to kill you.
Yes. Like, so if revolution really does come, like, sorry, there will be no more front-facing reels from me. That's not a position in the militia.
Wow.
I'm over, and I'm accepting that. I'm saying it on camera here.
Yeah.
I'm addressing, this is my camera?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can kill me, it's okay. If the revolution comes, I won't
consent.
withstand. And I know if a race war comes, it's over too.
Well, where would you fit in there?
Where would I fit in the race war?
Yeah.
Right, because I do like to keep it ambiguous.
Well, I'm sort of like, if there was a race war, I would hope you wouldn't just like mindlessly be on the white side.
No.
You would be like an ally.
And I can't be on the Jew side either because of, how things are going there lately.
Right. Not for me. That's not our story to tell.
It's no.
How many sides are in this race war?
How many sides are in the race war? Honey, it's infinite. Honey.
It's a very progressive.
Power exists on a million axes, honey. When the race war comes, we're delegating. We're finding our niches.
It's an intersectional race war.
Yes.
There's actually so many factions that it's just one man, each man for himself.
No, exactly. Because it's going to be state mandated 23andMe before you enlist. Swab the cheek. Whatever your exact percentages are, that's who you're fighting for. Of course, everybody's different. So it's just going to be bitches slapboxing each other all up and down the street. I'm not going to survive. That's not okay for me.
Don't you think you could use some of that charm and talk your way into surviving?
Honey, to what end?
I know, yeah, it's like you win and then congratulations, it's just you and a bunch of Italians.
Right. No. Right. Right. And then what? I'm getting raped all the time?
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
To the Italian community,
crazy.
to the Italian American community.
I just want to apologize for everything that has been said in this episode.
To the Italian American community, I'm sorry.
You can watch Ivy on English Teacher, Anora. If I had legs, I'd kick you.
It's really bad for me to be on the mic.
No, it's crazy.
No, it's interesting.
I'm seeing it happen in real time. I'm like, you can't control yourself.
So what's like, can you tell me like sort of what's the deal? Like
with what?
So like I want to know about like internet backlash.
No,
vibes.
Sam, we
I want to
can't
know.
go there.
I want to know because you were like not beating the allegations when you were like talking about like being canceled or whatever.
Yeah, I don't beat the allegations, so I just lean into the allegations.
So you lean in.
I lean in.
Okay.
It's fine to talk about Italians.
Of course.
Wait, can we talk about
They're
how...
white still.
Of course.
Can we talk about how we met?
How did we meet? Was it at Twinks vs. Dolls?
At that audition.
Ooh.
One of the craziest days of my life.
Yeah. Wow, yeah.
Have I told you this?
No.
Okay,
so we were called into audition for an
sketch group.
Sponsored sketch group. He was not directing it.
No, he was not
It was his homeboy that he enlisted. And it was a sketch comedy group that was supposed to be leftist political sketch comedy.
It was supposed to be leftist political sketch comedy. And he was like, we're going to like fight the power via sketch comedy. Something
at
that
the tank.
The tank, something that has always worked in the past.
Yes.
And our audition was that we had to do a political rant, but make it kind of entertaining, whatever.
And some people shed tears.
No, there were people. It was actually one of the.
Got incensed and irate, and they did cry. They cried. Somebody talked about Governor Greg Abbott. The lady cried. One girl did like a rant about the governor of Texas because I think maybe she was from Texas or something or had some affiliation with Texas. And by the end of it, the end of her 5 minutes when that timer went off, she's crying.
Well, it
Tears
was one of
streaming
the
down her face,
most.
hot
It
tears.
was one of the darkest things I've ever witnessed because basically the prompt was commodify your pain in 90 seconds.
Yes.
And it was specifically it was supposed to be like a personal, painful
a
thing.
political
You could do-
or like global gripe that you have, something that's like weighing heavy on your spirit.
Yes.
Talk about it in like 90 seconds to 5 minutes.
And of course,
address it to camera.
And of
in
course-
a group, a U-shaped group of improvisers and
Yes,
comedians.
and it can be obviously tying it to your lived experience or identity makes it more powerful because it's more personal. Like mine was not tied to my experience in any way, but
You were like Greek.
no, mine was.
yeah, what did you
used
talk
to be a
about?
bad
I actually remember what mine was. And by the way, spoiler alert, I was cast.
And I was not.
Well, I really want to know what yours was.
Well, that's what we're
obviously.
building to because it's iconic.
honey,
Okay,
we're building.
so mine was. This felt fresh at the time. I promise. This was like 3 years ago. Mine was about how I didn't like how everything in these times is called content.
Sure.
Like I was like, by calling things content, you're sort of like using the language of advertising and it cheapens art. Blah blah. Obviously, literally giant jerk off motion, but I knew it was gonna hit. You know what I mean?
And it did. And it
So that was my rant. Everyone is talking about. People are talking about serious issues,
Gay rights.
violence, gay rights, sexual assault, whatever.
A white guy with long hair and like calf-length socks started crying.
But Ivy, I want you to, because this was A Star Is Born moment for you in my mind. Like I was like, I cannot believe this bitch got out of her seat, went to the center stage in this basement in the East Village.
Yes.
And I want you to say what your rant was about.
My rant was about my roommate accusing me of using her hair straightener.
No one else had done like a bit. Like everyone else, including me, was taking it seriously and sort of like making it their own.
I got up there and I said, I know this is going to sound meretricious and vapid to some of you, but my roommate recently accused me of using her hair straightener when she wasn't home, and I need to talk about it. And so for 5 minutes, I just talked about how much I hated her. And everybody was kind of like slack-jawed, expecting me at one point to start being like, and the government's taking away my mother's food stamps. And I didn't say any such thing. I was just like, she's a bitch. She wishes she was born British, but she's not. And every day she like walks in the pain of that.
She wishes she was born British?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it was like personal attacks against this roommate.
Against my roommate from when I was 18 years old at the time.
No.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was 18 years old. I had moved to New York the week before.
Wow.
I was 1 week
Well,
in New
I just
York.
was like, congrats on getting that audition, Chica.
I know.
Not a
it
lot of
was-
18-year-olds were there.
No, it was elders. It was a lot of queer elders in that
Of
room, I would
course.
say. Yeah. And then I was like taking the subway back to Brooklyn after the audition with a bunch of people, and I was like asking everybody, I was like, so what's like your guys' deals? And they were like, well, I'm 36, I run a monthly at Bell House. And I was like, oh cool, like I'm 18 and like I was a child actor and now I'm in New York and I'm thinking about getting addicted to pills. So that was my
Whoa.
story. And then
You
I
know,
didn't get the job at all.
I'm glad you're saying all this because this whole time I have been sort of like, what's your backstory?
What's my backstory?
Yeah.
You've been an actor since you were what?
13.
13.
13 years
Really?
old, yeah.
Like what kind of stuff?
What kind of stuff? I was on a sitcom run by a gay guy. Literally, gay guys are addicted to putting me in a sitcom.
What was the sitcom called?
It was called Everything's Gonna Be Okay. It was on
Right.
Freeform, which was like a Disney subsidiary,
Yeah.
and doesn't really exist anymore. It was ABC Family where they did the like Christmas movie marathons.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I
then,
remember Freeform.
Yeah.
They had not Younger. What was the other one? Did they have the one about the women's magazine on Freeform?
Yes, the bold type.
The bold type.
The bold.
A lot of
the
people I
bold
know
type.
love the bold type.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
were
yeah.
gagging for the bold type. Megan Fahey from White Lotus.
Oh my God,
That's where she
love
got her
Megan
start.
Fahey. We've met her once, but
Yeah, we met her
don't want to
once.
brag.
Really nice.
She's an amazing talent,
Yeah.
and a glimmering, beautiful star, and her face is—she's so telegenic
Yeah,
and
stunning.
gorgeous. But yeah. So I was on that show when I was 13. I made it one season. I got fired for what I was posting on the internet, and then I was unemployed for the rest of high school until I was turned 18.
The idea of being unemployed in high school is obviously one of the most iconic statements I've ever heard. Because guess
Being
what?
a-
I was also unemployed in
Being
high
a
school.
struggling actor in high school, auditioning 5 times a week and not hearing anything, and most of what I was being sent were like Christian movies
Yeah.
for most of high school, and so I would get like in front of the camera, I'd be like, "Hi, Ivy Wolk, 5'2", Los Angeles." But David, God's on your side. And it was like that for years. The phones were not ringing.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted me. I literally was so I was so unworkable that I had been fired from a job that I did have. Like that was how much people did not want to associate
Was
with
there a
me.
specific post that got you fired?
One of the Freeform was creating like a dossier of basically everything that I had done on the internet that they were then, presenting to higher ups of the network, being like, this is why we need to get this heifer out of here. One of the main things that really got me in a lot of trouble was I made a TikTok when I was like 14 or 15 where I green screened myself dancing and like stomping on top of an image of a like graveyard of aborted babies outside of a church.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's just satire.
Right.
It's commentary.
But, honey, when the mouse is involved, that's lost. You know? When Micard M. Mouse is, tapping his foot, waiting for his morning coffee, and he's scrolling through what the interns have brought him on his desk that day, satire don't exist, all right?
It's literally like the goofy character from Disneyland comes to your house and knocks on the door and is like, you're under arrest.
No, literally, you're under arrest. You're under arrest. We're taking you to Burbank and you're going to die there.
Yeah.
Like, that's what happened.
No, we're putting you on Space Mountain and we're pressing on.
Yeah.
And it's just going to go round and round and round. No seatbelt.
No
Space
seatbelt.
Mountain, no seatbelt, bitch.
Yeah, forever and ever and ever. And once it reaches the bottom of the mountain, honey, you're going right
You're
back
going right
up the
back
other
up.
way. Yeah, so that's what happened to me.
Wow.
And so I was like unemployed. I shot that show when I was 13 turning 14 and then from 14 years old until I was 18 almost 19 I did not work.
Yeah, and then of course this amazing opportunity came up that we both auditioned for, and you were like, "This is my moment to
jumped
get
at
back
it.
in the game."
Yeah, I was like, this is definitely what's gonna solidify my star.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
take this
Yeah.
seriously.
My
They want a
star
political
is
rant.
waning.
Yeah.
I'm aging. As a
Yeah.
woman in Hollywood, you age quicker. So it's like you could still play 16 on TV.
That's true.
I just got an audition last week for old crone who dies of leukemia. So it's like I've
That's
got
your
an
Oscar,
expiration
though.
date.
That's your Oscar.
I know.
So
I know
okay,
it is.
we usually don't do traditional interviews about career, but I'm like loving this because I want to know like
juicy.
then obviously you became an indie darling. So how did
Yeah.
that come about?
Well, the first job, like the first like legit job that I got after like my years of rest and relaxation was
You were in school, correct?
I was in high
how did you
school.
do in
You
high
were like-
school?
How did I do in high school? I mean, I did like online high school, and all my friends were adults in the LA comedy scene.
Got
Who
it.
I
Oh my
was like,
gosh.
I was just like bouncing around comedy clubs. This was before I even started stand up. I was just like, I was doing like, I would like be 18, like on stage at the Elysian in lingerie, drinking tequila and singing "Ladies Who Lunch." Like, like literally, that was what
Okay,
I was doing when I
have
was
a question
a
for
teenager.
you. How
It's like
old were
Drew
you?
Barrymore
When, how
vibes.
old were you when the pandemic started?
I was 15
Okay, so that was so you were in high school
during the pandemic.
and that's why it was Zoom high school. It wasn't that it was a Zoom high school.
I was Zoom high school before that
because you were a performer.
Because I was on a TV show. I was going to a performing arts high school in Los Angeles, and the 5-foot lesbian who ran the school hated my guts, told me I had a really bad work ethic, and that's why I didn't get cast in the 10th grade production of Spring Awakening. She said, you have a terrible work ethic and you don't show up for anything.
You're like, I'm literally at Disney.
No, literally. I was like, I'm literally sorry, can't talk. I'm on the lot right now. Whatever.
Yeah, she's like, you're not. Yeah, you're like, I've been up since 3 a.m. I
Yeah.
don't care about my multiplication tables.
No, literally. So I get kicked out of the school, essentially. Like, they were like, either you quit acting and you stay at high school, or we're going to not sign your work permits anymore, and it's going to be illegal for you to have a job and go to school. Okay. So I was kind of in like a rock and a hard place, and I just resolved to do online high school. Then COVID hit. Was doing online high school, and then like the world sort of opened back up. I was like 16 or 17, got a fake ID. I got a fake ID at like 15 or 16. And then I was just using that to like go to the Elysian, and I was like going to like, Dynasty Typewriter, and I was just showing up at these places and going to like backyard shows that I would find on Instagram, and I was just like making friends, people who are still my really close friends to this day. I was just like making friends with people that I would meet at shows, and then they started putting me on their shows before I did stand up, and I was doing like sketch and cabaret stuff. And
at what point did you reveal to them like, hey, by the way, I'm actually 16? Like, I know you're 30 and that's like your deal, but I'm actually 16.
Well,
I've been 16 the whole time.
it's hard to conceal that when like
I
everybody's
actually have a Zoom calculus test.
No, literally.
Like tonight. Like, so I need to go first on this show.
Right.
I really want to do your show.
Yeah.
But first of all, I'm 16.
Right. It's hard to sort of conceal those things because like everybody has stories about like fucking and sucking and like doing doing cocaine and whatever, and I'm
And you're like, on my free period.
right, no, and I'm like, so I actually live at home with my mother right now, you know, it was like stuff like that. But for some people, I was 18, you know, and then on my ID, I was 23. I bought a fake ID that was like thick as cardstock from like a link that had pop-ups for porn sites that I found on Reddit, and the photo on my fake ID was a still image, a screenshot of me in a self-tape, and I put that on my self-tape for a job I guess what did not get because again the phones weren't ringing. And I had this fake ID, and I would just show up to places and bar hop with like comics, and that was like the last 2 years of my high school life. Then I went to Emerson in Boston because I wasn't working, and I was like, okay, so now my life is just going to be I'm a college student for the next 4 years. I was like, I'll be a babysitter in college. And then 2 months into being at school, I got like the lead in a pilot that will never see the light of day, literally is under the floorboards at Amazon Prime Video.
That was the Mary Bronstein pilot.
Yes, so that was where I met Mary.
Who directed If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, which you're in now.
Yes.
And it's in theaters now. Go check it out.
Yeah. So that was where I met Mary, but I did that pilot, and that was like my first like real job back. Like I had done jobs like tiny things as like favors. Like there was a Netflix movie called The Bubble directed by Judd Apatow, and I played a YouTube video on a phone in that
Sorry,
movie.
I didn't mean to laugh.
No.
And there's no small roles. There's no.
I made $100 playing a YouTube video that plays on a phone.
And
then
that
I
seems
was
like it's maybe skirting union rules in some way.
Yeah, slightly.
Well, yeah, and
Much like, by the way, that sketch group, but that's a different story.
That's a different story. But and then I did like when I first came to New York, or to Boston for college, I was called to like do a sketch on the Adam Friedland show, like
Yes,
when
past
that
guest, shout out.
yes, the Adam Friedland show, when that was like first starting, when they had just transitioned out of Cumtown and they were like trying to do video. And so I did a sketch on that where I played like a 14-year-old girl who's like sucking Adam's fingers and whatever. And that was like,
Which was a real stretch for you because you were 15 and a half.
right, exactly. And that was like amazing and awesome, and that sort of got people in New York in comedy knowing who I was. 'Cause people in LA in comedy knew who I was, and then now I was like, you know, I was in Boston, and then that helped kind of set the groundwork for me in New York because people recognized me from that. But then I was in college, and I did that pilot, did the Adam Friedland show, whatever. Like, again, I was just like, my life is going to be, I graduate with a BA, and I'm going to figure out what happens next. And then after that pilot happened, Anora happened. I auditioned for Anora a month after I shot that pilot, and then a month later we were shooting it, and then I dropped out of college, and then I've just been working ever since.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that movie won an Oscar.
I know. And I knew it was going to happen. That's the thing is I knew we were going to go to Cannes. I knew all of this stuff. Everybody was acting mad humble. Like Sean and Mikey Madison are both like hella shy, like dorks. And they were just like I remember telling Mikey one day when we were in Vegas, like that was the last like unit of the film that we shot was all the Vegas sequences. And we were getting our hair done at like 11 p.m., like about to go shoot like one of our last scenes. And I like looked at her, the hair tinsel was like being sewn under her hair. And I looked at her and I was like, do you realize that like your entire life is going to change after this movie comes out? And she was like, this has been a really wonderful experience, and like I'm very happy to be here, and I love working on this movie, but I'm pretty sure that like, you know, my life is just gonna be like pretty normal after this, and I'm just gonna like be chill and just I'll have to find another job eventually. And I was
great
like,
impression, by the way.
yeah,
that's
and
really
I was
accurate.
like, no, Michaela, like everything from here on out is gonna be so fucking different. I just knew these things because I think from all of my time being like technically in the entertainment industry but like not working, most of my friends like before they were adults trying to make it in entertainment were like kids I grew up with in LA who had been child actors who were much more successful than me, right? And so I just
Like
got
who?
Finn Wolfhard, like the Apatow daughters, like I just got like a sort of sense for how these things went because I was on the outside of it, and it was like I was at the same, you know, parties and functions as these people, but like I had nothing to show for it, and they were like, you know, being flown out to France to like sit in the front row at the YSL fashion show, you know? And it was like I was like, well, I worked at a pizza parlor at the Grove, you know, in high school. And so I was like, Our
So you
lives-
weren't unemployed.
So you were working.
I was working, but not in the way that I wanted to work.
Right, totally.
I was Hollywood unemployed, which is
Yeah.
really what I mean, because I don't
Which is
understand
when you're
the-
in high school and have a job.
Yes, exactly.
This is so interesting.
I know.
like,
I'm obsessed.
Well, it's like I never meet people who are like,
Jared was a child star.
yeah, like growing up in LA is such a weird experience, and
Oh, it's
like
haunted. It's no way to have a family.
it's crazy. It's like when I was 15, I didn't know actors were like real people. Like I was like, they live in like the sky. Like I was
Yeah.
like, you can't as a person be that.
Yeah, I mean, I was 15 and I was like, okay, like let's break down beat for beat this like Wendy McClendon-Covey performance. Like that was the type of shit that I was doing, you know? And so I was just obsessed with it. And I had like I read Deadline every day. I mean, I had like a
This
very
is crazy.
You need psychoanalysis.
I know, I'm really sick. I'm a really, really sick person. I have in a massive star tattooed on my back between my shoulder blades, Hollywood Forever in cursive, like with a star encasing it. Like I'm a very sick person.
So yeah, and you're sort of fetishizing. I'm seeing you have a Courtney Love tattoo. You're sort of fetishizing the kind of like messy starlet,
Yes.
like dripping eyeliner on the red carpet.
Yeah, because
but then they yell action, and she fucking kills.
Yes, and I lock the fuck in.
Yeah.
But the thing about me is like I was not only like, you know, up against sort of corporate Hollywood powers who didn't like what I was saying, because like comedy has always like really come first for me, and like internet expression has always really come first for me. So I was up against that, but even before that, I was famous on the internet from the time I was like 12 or 13. And so I've been famous on the internet for like a decade now.
Whoa.
And I even then was like faced with like a lot of detractors and cancel campaigns and all these things. And so I just always had this understanding of this like preternatural understanding of like reputation, private life, career, and the confluence of the three things. And like that's really like my sort of autistic special interest, and like it's all I read about, and it's like I have posters and archival, you know, magazines and all these things all around my house of like these types of women who were like really maligned in Hollywood and in the public opinion, because it was thrust upon me at such a young age.
Yeah.
And I have been experiencing that for a really long time, and now I kind of just lean into it. Like I don't think any of the attempts to fire me or cancel me or anything made me paranoid or fearful at all, because the women that are in my personal canon of greatness are women who have faced those exact circumstances decades before it happened to me. And so if those are the people whose art
like
I was
Meghan McCain.
right. Meghan McCain, Meghan Trainor, Megan Stalter, Megan Mullally.
Yeah.
Mostly just all the Meghan.
All the
Most of-
Meghan,
and
yes.
I'm changing my name to Megan in the next
You
year.
should.
Yeah.
Meghan is a really
Yeah.
great name for you.
But those were all the women that were the most interesting to me from the time I was
Yeah.
a child, whose star images I was always so attracted to. And when it became me, it was really painful and difficult at first, but now sort of it's a thing where it's like I in a way have become the kind of people that I have studied and obsessed over and like diva worshipped for so many years, and that is a really strange position to be in, but I can sort of take my interiority and my feelings out of it and look at myself and my career and my public reception and my image from the same lens that I would view it for other women. And so I can kind of make myself the diva that I worship in a way.
Sure, it's like an art project.
Yes, exactly.
It's so interesting. You've done something very interesting. Where the beginning of this was so like absurd. We're being crazy.
No, you locked in.
And then when we were like, okay, now we're actually going to ask you like a real question about your background, you went so actress.
yeah, you're suddenly
Yeah.
It
on
was like-
WTF.
No, it was like really like I'm like I feel like I'm Zane Lowe all of a sudden. Like it's
Well, you're not sucking my cock under the table, so you're not saying low. Zane Lowe.
she's back.
Zane Lowe would, if you put the worst album of all time in front of Zane Lowe, he's gonna have tears cresting in his eyes,
And-
going, "It's gorgeous."
Yeah, no, we
What
need some
is his
ethics.
deal?
Oh my God! I know
Who
he likes
chose
Life of a
him?
Showgirl. I
chose
know he
him?
loved Life of a Showgirl.
He is literally, it's like you can see the devil horns peeking out of his skull.
Crazy. Well, I mean, celebrity
giving Deal with the
journalism is
Devil.
like a really lost art nowadays because it's all fans in front of the celebrity. I mean, granted, it's like, would I want Barbara Walters and Diane Sawyer making the girls cry? No.
I just want, can
There's
I
a
just
middle
But that's
ground.
a
There's a
little
middle
more.
ground.
There's a middle ground that we're not
Walters,
getting.
Barbara Walters and Diane Sawyer are both hacks. And
Yes.
I want that on record.
Yes, they're Nancy
Every time-
Grace. It's a Nancy. They're
Every
Nancy
time I'm
Grace
supposed to
iterations.
celebrate Barbara Walters and Diane Sawyer, are you fucking
I know.
kidding me?
They're Nancy Grace iterations. It's just the same thing, just blonde, cunted, side part, high bang, sprayed to the high heavens.
And to what end?
Glare, you know? Literally, no, to what end? But, like, you know, celebrity journalism used to be that. I mean, I feel like, you know, sans allegations, it's like Charlie Rose had a nice thing, you know?
Or
In
like-
The Black Void, Charlie Rose was asking good questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Larry King was asking good questions.
Occasionally. I'm trying to think, like, who is a legitimately good... Because it is one of those things that, like... Like, who's a good broadcast interviewer? Because I do think there were actually good journalists. Like, if you read an
Yes.
old, like, New Yorker
Profiles
profile...
were incredible, but on-camera journalism,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hard thing to capture. I've been interviewed many times for many different publications by many different people. Usually the questions that they ask me are, so I saw a tweet this morning on my commute here saying that you're fat and nasty. Care to comment? And I'm like, I'm 18, like, sorry. Like, when I was, like, much younger, it was, like, people being like, so, like, I actually saw a blog post today that said that you are racist and should be hunted with pitchforks. I kind of agree, but I want you to tell me why you should live.
And after
like,
that, we'll do the bees in the trap challenge.
yes, no, exactly. And after that, it's when I wake, like literally, it's like, where's the fucking middle ground? Because the people that are supposed to be on camera interviewing celebrities are like, either it's like with an air of irony, like I think of like, you know, Adam with the Adam Friedland show. It's like that's a satire of like Johnny Carson or Jack Parr, like all those old shows, but he's doing it from the lens of like, it's ironic, it's a joke, you know, I'm gonna fuck with these people. So either it's trolling or it's like making Billie Eilish eat hot chips until she spits in a bucket.
Well, this is the other thing. It's like, how many more celebrities are going to lip sync Real Housewives scenes until we're satisfied?
It's crazy. Vertical video has done something nasty to culture.
Well, it's our fault. We have to
things-
stop clicking it.
No, we have to stop and
have to stop
producing it,
because
which
I'm
is another
sad
story.
every time. I'm
By
sad
the way,
every
what are
time.
they in the Condé Nast basement where they just? It's literally just a line of celebrities. Their hands are tied in front of them, and they're saying, "Glenn Close, get in that chair.
Yes.
We're gonna pie you."
Yes, no, literally.
Who has the cherry
But
pie?
also, legacy media is dying, and all these things are being consolidated. I mean, even just as of this week, Teen Vogue is being like, all those writers were laid off. Teen Vogue is being consolidated into just normal Vogue at Condé Nast. It's like, so all these outlets that maybe did things that were a little more interesting or culturally frictive or skewed younger, but not in a way that talked down to young people, are just getting sucked up into the ether, and then soon everything will be like one channel that just does TikToks. There's no more profiles, there's no more TV interviews. It's just gonna be one TikTok network that all of these like 5, you know, millennial reporters outsource to, and they're just going to be asking Malala like, hey Malala, like, do you want to hit this J with me and like flick up, diva? And that's journalism. That's
Malala, let's do the flick up diva challenge.
no, literally. Malala, can you like pull your panties to the side and twerk on camera for me to this trending
and
audio?
that entire multi-channel conglomerate is run by Alex Cooper of Call Her
No,
Daddy.
exactly.
I love that you keep doing pull your pants.
It's my favorite thing in the whole world. Pull your panties to the side is my favorite. It's the funniest thing. It's the funniest thing to ask somebody to do. Not take them off.
Pull them to the side.
Not
and
take them off.
lip-sync.
Pull
It's
them to
so
the side.
funny.
Because it's half-hearted. What's so funny to me is that it's like, I'm not going to ask you to like, you know, get them around your shoes or ankles. You can still wear your shoes.
No one will see it. Just
I mean,
pull them to the side.
Pants don't have to fully come off. Just
pull them to the side.
Literally, the entire Condé Nast video thing is leading to Academy Award winning actresses doing the pull your panties to the side challenge. Like, it's literally gonna be
J-Law pulling her panties to the
J-Law
side, being
pulling
like,
her
I
panties.
hate my old persona. Here's my pussy, just to the side. I'm eating pizza, but I used to eat too much pizza. I'm not tripping and falling anymore. I'm not adorkable. Adorkable's over, but here's my pussy
Now
to
I'm
the
eating
side.
pizza normal amount.
And by the
Yes.
way, I had to access a lot of trauma for this role.
Yes. No,
Oh
she's
my
like
God.
she's like on this press tour for this movie, Die
So
My
Jennifer
Love.
Lawrence, Die My Love, Lynn Ramsey,
The
shout
great
out.
Lynn Ramsey, the excellent Lynn
yes.
Ramsey, who's somebody that
I
literally
feel like
would
you would love Morvan Caller. Is that like one of your?
My first daughter will be named Morvan. I'm not
Yeah.
even kidding. I will name name my first daughter after a movie wherein a girl steals her suicide boyfriend's manuscript
And then just
uses
sort of
it to
goes
go
clubbing.
Goes around. It's one of those movies where somebody just goes around. Love
it's
that.
amazing.
Love that. Love a movie that's like almost a picaresque, but she's not really traveling.
You
I
should
mean,
be
she went
Morgan
from the-
Caller for Halloween. That'd be a great costume for
Just
you.
me, a ponytail.
Yeah.
Ponytail. Everybody's like, who are you? I'm like, I'm Morgan Caller.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like
what?
sort of on drugs and by
This
myself.
Halloween, I went as Bess from Breaking the Waves, and everybody was like, who are
Oh,
you?
sure.
And
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
a-
I'm Bess from Lars von Trier's Breaking the Waves, and they're like, are you speaking Vietnamese right now? I was like, no, it's all English, actually. It's hard out here for a pimp.
I'll say.
Do we want to even like
We've got to
allude
do
to a
something.
straight topic?
Yeah.
So you're catching us at sort of a weird time because Sam and I, if you don't mind me saying this, we're sort of being like, how much do we want to keep doing all our segments and how much do we want to keep
How many
having
segments do you guys
just
usually
like
have
one
per
segment and then a straight topic, but like we've been enjoying so much like gabbing with people and it feels like we're cutting the momentum when we're like, and now our first segment,
Right.
and so we're kind of like,
Well, you'll
toying
probably
with
have
that.
to cut out so much of this.
I have straight shoot.
Me too.
This episode will be 30 minutes either way, since you'll have to cut out my whole thing where I called Italians rapists and like just all of that.
Oh no,
kind
that's
of.
that's the real.
Okay.
That's going viral on TikTok, sweetheart.
We're doing our first segment. It's called Straight Shooters. And in this segment, we're going to ask you a series of rapid fire questions. It's basically this thing or this other thing. The only rule is you can't ask a single follow up question or we will scream at you.
Okay.
Ready?
Cool.
We will make it so you're unemployed for the rest of your life.
Being radicalized online or being authorized to commit a crime.
Authorized to commit a crime.
The Secret Life of Walter Mitty or The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Sending a meme on Slack or loving the team at Hacks.
Loving the team at Hacks. Cast me.
A New York State of Mind or a true dork on Love is Blind?
A New York State of Mind.
Libbing out or getting gout.
Living out. I got cat eye glasses. Living out.
R.I.P. Dick Cheney or Pee on Me Miss Janny? That's
Ooh.
Allison Janney.
Yeah.
Pee on me, Miss Janny. She's in the canon. We were talking about
she's
the
in the
top
canon.
five.
Yeah.
That's Allison's in the top five.
We need to. Yeah. Okay. I want to swing from the chandelier.
And Regina Hall. Sorry.
Yes. I want to swing from the chandelier, or I have a thing for that engineer.
Swing from the chandelier.
Meeting on Tinder or screaming, "You sinner!"
You sir.
Wow.
Beautiful word.
We rank our guest performance on a scale of 0 to 1,000 Doves. That is named after the Lady Gaga song 1,000 Doves from the album Chromatica. And I am going to say that Ivy gets 869.
I think that's correct.
That's high.
That's really high.
That's like a B, right?
That's like
B
a
plus.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll take it.
You answered with a lot of confidence and speed. You recognized that it was a fast segment, and you said, "Let's move on."
Yeah, you were like, let's
I
get
did
this
have
out
a
of
few
the way.
asides, and for that, I'm sorry, but
No,
You
don't
did a really good job.
apologize.
okay.
Okay, well, we have approximately 35 seconds. So what is your straight topic and what's straight about it?
My straight topic is being straight but acting hella DL. So that's my straight topic.
Okay, say more.
You mean like
Say
being
more.
mysterious?
It's when guys act mad coy when it comes to pussy. Dude, like we're not, fucking each other in the butt in the Ramble in 1980. Like, come on, let's get serious. Like when straight guys do a sneaky link type of thing, when straight guys like pocket pussy or like hide a bitch, it's so.
Is this part of why people are mad at you because you speak like this sometimes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But I guess so. Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Hello. When straight guys act like DL gay guys.
Sure, like
About
hiding
women.
hiding
Yes.
their relationships with women.
Yes.
Keeping them secret.
Because it's like you have either who's gonna kill you? Who's gonna hurt you? Who's gonna penalize you? Who will
Yeah.
criminalize you for just popping out with a bit? Dare to pop out with a female. It's
So-
like
Yeah.
when guys act like I can't let when guys are like I can't let my wife know I'm gay.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you're not gay and you don't have a wife. We met on Hinge.
You're
It's-
saying that I would say it's like the famous habits of non-committal men, just like this lack of commitment,
Yes.
actually has the same
Panache.
panache as being DL gay.
Yes.
This is genius.
Yes.
Like it really is true. It's like guys that either don't want to commit or are sort of like soft half lying to three women, not
Yes.
fully lying. They're not
Yes.
cheating, but they're kind of like
concealing.
concealing
Yes.
Half-truths.
and not being fully honest. That is the same behavior as someone who is like has a wife and is going and getting absolutely fucked.
Yes.
Is there anything sort of erotic and hot about being kept a secret? Like
Not to me. Not to me. And you know why? Because it's happened to me literally in almost every relationship I've ever been in.
Interesting.
Probably because I talk the way that I do, and I'm also like low-key famous. And so it's like popping out with me at your friend's birthday party.
Yeah.
It's like bringing Chuck E. Cheese to Kiev. It's crazy. So it's just like, well, like, why is the cartoon in the scary place, you know?
So you're saying, but do you not think that they also are like kind of gagged that they're bringing the cartoon to the
You
scary
need a
place?
straight guy who has only gay guy friends.
You need a
Right.
straight guy that's standing you in a sort of Lady Gaga way and
Well-
is like, this is Ivy Wolk from Anora.
The dynamics in all of my relationships with men and the one woman that I had a relationship with were basically they idolized me, and it was diva worship, but in a way that brought them great shame because then they realized they would never be able to match my star
Okay,
power.
here's what it is. It's diva worship, but the diva is Nicki Minaj. So they're like
Yes,
sort
it's
of
loaded.
embarrassed.
It's loaded.
They're sort of like, obviously I'm a barb, like I love Nicki Minaj, but
Yes.
yes, I don't agree with like what you just said on Twitter about COVID.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
And
It's
the
the same
baggage of
thing.
that is
Yes.
actually like stopping me from just going to this house party.
Yes. No. Exactly. It's diva worship that sort of brings shame upon your
It's
family.
problematic.
Wow,
diva worship.
that's
It's
really
it's
scary.
problematic diva worship. It's like if Joy Behar is your queen, you know? And it's kind of like everybody's like, why is Joy Behar your queen?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you have to be like, I like fucking her, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
tough.
that's kind of the classic dynamic that I'm in, and it's so trite and boring.
Well, I have to ask, like,
and it's stealing gay guy nachos in Valor. Because
that.
it's like gay guys should be the only ones. I mean, I don't think
secret.
gay guys should be DL because I think gay guys should be gay.
Yeah.
That's maybe really brave of me to say, but I think gay guys should be allowed to be gay.
I think they should be able to choose.
Sam likes it when they're DL.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's open that door.
when you go,
No, let's close it.
Oh, okay.
Say you get to go to like Minnesota, and then you open an app, and everyone is like hidden and secret. I'm like, now there's some mystery.
Right, but I don't like mystery. I'm a straight shooter. Y'all hear me like this segment. Y'all hear me talking today. It's like I can't
Yeah.
conceal. I can't be conciliatory or I can't feign a casualness in any way.
I think the difference between being embarrassed as a straight guy about your girlfriend and being embarrassed about being gay is like a DL gay guy has self-hatred,
Yes.
whereas a sort of fuckboy that's embarrassed of you
Is a misogynist.
is a misogynist.
Yes.
Like is specifically actually angry that you have personality.
Yes.
So that's different. So it is much harder for you to fetishize that and be like, damn, I
Yes.
love that this guy is embarrassed of
No,
me.
exactly.
Whereas for Sam, it's like, damn, I love that this guy is like being dirty right now by
Right.
doing
Yeah,
this
he's
and
being
not lying.
bad.
Yeah, there's really no way to romanticize or fetishize or skew
Yeah.
concealing a woman who has too much personality in a horny way.
I have two. Okay, is it more likely that like the fucked up bad boy wants to keep you a secret, or like the really normie boy who's like sweet?
It's usually like I feel like classically I've been with people who think that they have a reputation to uphold more than they actually do. Like the guy that I lost my
That is
virginity
genius,
the guy
by the
that
way.
I lost my virginity to was literally straight up acting like he was only a few years older than me. Like it was hardly an age gap. In the gay community, it would be like we were the same age, you know? But straight people sort of view things on different
Of course.
you know, they grade things on a different rubric.
Yes.
But he had nothing. He was an after school program tutor, and he had like family money, and he was like he had no esteem to uphold or maintain, and he was straight up looking at me being like, if this gets out, I'm cooked. And it's like, cooked where? At Kumon, where you volunteer 3 times a week.
Docs his ass.
Like he didn't actually work at Kumon. It was a Kumon analog, but you know,
Okay,
it's like
okay.
shit
He
like
didn't
that.
even work at Kumon proper?
No. He taught art.
Christ.
Kumon's for math, but you know, I'm cutting around it. But I guess now I'm not. Anyway, so it's like, you know, you have nothing. There's no pressure on you. Nobody's like breathing down your neck to.
Well, this is something that straight guys don't deal with often. Like I feel
Yes,
like gay guys.
it's very
have-
novel for them,
Yeah.
and so they're frightened immediately.
And like you've dealt with reputation shatter and like understanding how people perceive you
Yes.
in a different way.
But straight guys don't really.
They don't
get to
ever
do
deal with that.
because straight guys usually are perceived like I've been thinking a lot about how straight men have so much more latitude in terms of what they can say and do. Like the fact that, and God love him, love this man, but the fact that Stavros Halkias is now being heralded as like the face of the new left and like who's gonna save culture and leftist politics. And somebody who has said not even as bad as things that he said or chuckled at in his day and have only been in this industry for a fraction of the amount of years that he has, am still being called literally Hitler every day on the internet. Sorry, that's crazy. But that's because he is being consumed by other heterosexual men who are a lot more forgiving. Women and queer people hold each other to the most inflexible, restrictive standards that makes it impossible for us to really be in community with each other or make art with and about each other, because we are so confined to each other's expectations of like the world that we wish we could see. And
we've internalized the panopticon. We're just like constantly, we all have multiple personality disorder.
Yes.
And each personality is a different person that could be upset
like Reddit
about.
commenter
Yes, exactly.
yelling at you.
We are the comment. You have to kill the comment section within.
Yes, exactly. And I have. And it's like people act like I'm fucking Amelia Earhart getting on the plane like, girl, don't do it. And it's like, I'm actually just living my truth. If I drown, that's fine. You know? I have had a lot of men like older than me in comedy tell me like, you know, when I was your age, I used to post stuff like that. And now I don't do it. And it's like, well, all those tweets of yours are still up and nobody's, you know, batting an eyelash about it. Nobody's mad at you. So I don't know like why you're telling me I shouldn't be doing it anymore. It's like, I've reaped the consequences more than you have, and actually I've chosen to be fine. I've chosen to overcome the hurdle of public scrutiny and just lean into who I actually am, and the right people will find it. But yeah, I mean, I remember when I first started comedy, this is sort of an aside, but it's related. When I first started comedy, I had a lot of men older than me telling me things like, you know, like, here's like a tip for something that you should do, right? Try to make the audience like get on your side and be comfortable with you right away. So like, don't go into like your more sort of edgy or like crass material right up top. Just like say something that will comfort the audience, self-deprecating, whatever, so that they're on your side. And it's like, hey, for a man, that's a novel idea. The idea of having to walk into a room and being like, how do I make people comfortable so that they listen to me? That for men were revealing this to me like they had just taken the fucking sword out of the stone. You know, they were like, I found it. Like, that's what being a woman is every single day. And they were coming up to me telling me that like that's what I should be adopting, as if it was some like novel new experience or way to frame things. And it's like, that's what women are taught every single day, because we have so much less latitude for what we can get away with. Men are so new to these ideas of like shame or like having to make people comfortable or whatever, that to them it just blows their mind. And it's like, I have experienced, you know, scorn and fear and hatred and all these things, and it's like in my work and in my life I am actually trying to like do the diametric opposite and like make people uncomfortable. It's not on I don't try to alienate people or make people uncomfortable, but
Sometimes.
it's like sometimes sure, but also I think that's like interesting because I think women have never really been able to get away with that, and the most interesting women are people who are still here and still in the zeitgeist, even if they behaved that way. And so why can't I also do that? But men, you know, straight men are new to these ideas of like shame and scorn and feeling eyes on the backs of their heads, and it's like that's what moving through the world as a woman is every single day. And so I don't want to adhere to any of that. And so when straight guys act like hella DL, it's like, what do you have to fear? What do you have to fear? What do you have to fear that women have not been fearing for centuries, since a pussy formed on fucking like, you know, the Neanderthals? Since a cunt hole opened on a Neanderthal, women have had fear and eyes, you know? And you guys are just fucking new to this, and it's like, I'm true to this.
I hope the reveal is that like 10 years from now, every guy you've ever dated comes out of the closet and they just wore a DL.
Here's the thing. Here's what's really upsetting, right?
Okay.
I went on a date that I thought was an amazing date earlier this year with a guy who revealed to me that he had had sex with more men than he had women, and then he rejected me. And so I sort of, you know, rationalized it by being like, well, he's gay and he's finding his truth. Yeah. Well, now he's got a girlfriend. So he wasn't gay. I just have a really bad personality.
That's
not
tough.
True.
I'm abrasive, you know, to a certain kind of subsect of men who present as straight, you know, to his credit, present as straight and move through the public life as straight. I have maybe an abrasive personality that they perceive as something that could like shatter the veneer or like take it all down.
Maybe if he were just a little gayer, it would have worked.
If I was a little gayer?
If he were, because he would have stand you.
Right, exactly. But it was just right down the middle in a way where his bisexuality sort of erred on the side of shameful of Ivy Wolk, whereas the bisexuality should err on the side of diva worship, kissing my feet, bringing me a hot towel so I can do my jokes, you know?
Yeah, wow.
And that's a tricky balance to...
It's a very tricky balance.
It's a tricky balance, yeah. And so that's basically the TLDR of everything. Is that whole polemic that I just went on. That was just the most verbose anybody's ever been on your show, I'm sure. But yeah, you give me a hot mic, it's really dangerous.
No, this is...
I'm completely unclippable. The reason that I don't post stand-up clips is because all of my jokes are 3 minutes long. There's no way to edit around it. To me, everything is important.
I wish I had an ounce of that. Everything I say is like 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. I'm like blown away by the ability.
Brevity is the soul of wit. I just don't have that. It's a good thing to have. I just don't possess it.
Watching you talk, I'm like, I've never spoken in my life.
No, I think what you're doing is radical because you are going against the clipification of everything. Like you're doing anti-capitalist comedy, and that you're doing comedy that has to.
And I should have been in that sketch group.
You should have been in that sketch group, so that we could have all. I mean, you know what ended up happening? They like tried to unionize.
Yeah. Oh, we're unionizing a sketch group. Great, that'll work. Not. Damn.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, I think we need to create our own sketch group, and it's all 45-minute sketches that are mostly monologue,
like,
free association
when I tell you that's
monologue.
my dream, I like pitched a sketch show to Adult Swim, and they like didn't take it, and that was probably because in the meeting I was like, so. Hour-long episodes, and they were like,
hour-long episodes, one sketch, one person.
No, literally, I was like, feature film every week, and they were like, usually our stuff is like 11 minutes, and I was like, okay, what if you broadened that? I'm just challenging everybody to broaden their horizons. Really, at the end of the day,
you want greatness.
Yeah,
is that so much to ask for?
Like Timothée Chalamet said on the SAG Awards stage, I want greatness.
Ivy, I just want to say, as your fathers, we're so proud of you.
We're so proud of you.
And we think that you are on the correct track, and don't let anyone make you doubt yourself.
Thanks.
Ever.
Thanks. Love you guys.
And we can't wait to see If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
It's really good. I mean, for
everyone I know.
It's delicious. Roseburn is so incredible.
Well, honestly,
also in the canon.
Fully also in the canon.
Yeah,
like,
she's really good.
If Roseburn didn't
Melissa McCarthy also in the canon.
But if Roseburn didn't also have dramatic chops, she would just be known as like a Julia Louis-Dreyfus level comedian.
She's incredible. And she's very funny in the movie. The movie is very dark and sad and like dour, but
Did you get to
she
interact
imbues everything
with Conan?
No, I didn't shoot anything with Conan. I shot with A$AP Rocky, who's such a mensch and gorgeous and so kind, and loves independent cinema. Loves
I had no idea.
Loves watching everything happen in a really charming,
crazy how
cute
he's
way.
the real deal.
That's cool.
Truly as charming and handsome and kind and generous in real life as he is like in his public life. He's great. He's so awesome. Rose Byrne, a fucking doll, just like literally amazing, like Pookie for real, like deserves to like be heralded in the high heavens. Like she is Mount Olympus to me. That's queen. That's really queen. The movie's really good. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. The movie's really good.
English Teacher
on Hulu. I'm in episodes 1 and 7. See how they don't put me in all 10?
Oh, really? You know, I will say your presence is so strong. It feels like you're in every
You were only in 2?
Yeah.
To me, you're like
you're the
lead.
star.
I know. Well, because when it comes to a sitcom, you give me a script, I'm clippable.
Yeah, no, you were clippable.
No, Ep7, you're to die for.
Thank you.
Ep7 is that's like your Panic in Central Park.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's really nice.
No, Ep7 I said A Star Is Born.
No, that was really amazing.
Did you improv?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they let me improvise a lot. I mean, last season, they would just roll the camera on me for like 30 minutes and be like, okay, now we're going to do a take where Ivy just says anything. So a lot of my lines are improvised. Like the, you were in the gay club, no mask on. Shaking ass in the gay club, no mask on.
Yeah.
Improvised.
Oh my God.
The line
really
last
good.
season where I'm like, sir, I'm posting ads on Backpage because I'm going to have to hit the corner because my grades are so bad. That, of course, was improvised.
You can tell there's a
'cause
musicality to your lines.
Also, because Backpage does not exist anymore and hasn't for like 10 years. And it's like, I'm, of course, the only person.
And it wouldn't be a reference a high school student would use.
Right. It's just an Ivy Wolk reference.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I'm posting ads on Backpage. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Damn. Okay, well, are we going to do our final seg?
Yeah, let's do our final
There's
seg.
a final seg.
There's a final
Okay.
seg. Our final segment's called Shoutouts, where we pay homage to the grand, straight tradition of the radio shoutout, shouting out anything we enjoy, people, places, things, ideas. George and I will go first.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys go first. I need an example.
Yeah, I can go.
Yeah, go for it.
What's up, Cinephiles, Letterboxd users, anyone out there with a wild opinion about a film? I want to give a shout out to young Mark Ruffalo. This is a very kind of like derp, I'm a blogger take, like to be like, Mark Ruffalo was actually kind of hot when he was young. But I recently rewatched You Can Count on Me, the Kenneth Lonergan movie, which I hadn't seen since I was a child.
I farted. That was crazy.
No, that is
You have to cut that out.
No. We have to leave that.
No, we're
never
leaving that in.
happened.
We
That was
we can cut the actual part, but we're leaving in you saying I farted.
I'm so sorry. To
No, listen, all I wanted to say is like I don't
Wow.
That
Wow.
was insane.
Wow.
That was
That's amazing.
God.
That's never happened.
That was
to me.
improv.
That was
not
improv.
scripted. Everything
I'm
else you
so
said so
sorry
far
that
was in the
happened.
script.
That's like I
That
don't
is
know how
wild.
that happened.
I was like,
That was really random for me. Like that was me genuinely being just random and out of character.
I like
you
that
know?
you're so comfortable with us though that you
Yeah, no,
allow
that's
yourself
nice.
to do
I
that.
didn't even.
You
It was
relaxed.
like it was truly like it just flew.
I
out.
honestly think it was very like you can exhale now, Simon. Like you've been so focused on telling your story
Simon?
from Love, Simon. You can focus on telling. You've been so focused on telling your story during this whole episode, and then finally you're like, oh my god, I can relax.
That was so
you're like, finally,
gross.
it's all out there.
And it's so hot in here. I feel delirious.
Listen, all I wanted to
so
say is that
sorry
Mark
that I
Ruffalo is
just-
hot. There's really nothing. I mean, I can keep going. but
No,
that was
you-
the gist of
No,
it.
please keep
Great.
going.
But don't you think that there's?
Pre-lap over
I'm
that.
literally like, and this is just a question for everyone out there. What category of man is Mark Ruffalo in? Who in Hollywood like looks and feels like him?
I was just
Isn't he sort of
watching
unique?
an interview with him where he's talking about like all of the movies he's ever made.
Yeah.
In promotion of like the new show that he's on, and he talks about like 100 movies on it. And I find him to be very cute and charming because he's like kind of thick and gruff, but he also is really soft spoken and like
Yes.
kind of twitchy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, there is really nobody with his
Like even when he
his
was
vibe.
young, obviously he's very objectively hot, but he's hot in a way that not a lot. I guess the only comp I could draw is like, when Dustin Hoffman was young, he wasn't like hunky. He was like, it
Yeah.
was something different. But I don't know. Like, can you think of anyone who has the vibe of a Mark Ruffalo?
Not a one.
It's strange. I keep wanting to say Eric Bana, but that's because they both played the Hulk.
right.
Anyway, that's mine.
Okay, I'll go quickly. What's up, freaks, losers, and perverts? I want to give a huge shout out and a very, I'll say this practical shout out to TSA pre-check. I have been one of these people that's like, if I can't do it the plain way, I don't want to do it at all. I want the common experience. I don't want a specialty experience. And then my dear friend George was like, you should really do this if we're going to be traveling together.
Does it work?
And
Yeah.
it works so well. You
gotta get it.
think who cares what's waiting in a line? Then you get this pre-check and your life is so easy. Every time I go to the airport, I feel like I'm Julia Louis-Dreyfus way I'm being treated like royalty.
One of the greats.
I am
You're in the canon.
I am like
canon.
sliding right through. Everyone is kissing my feet and no one is
Which have shoes on, by the way.
which have shoes on and no one is
don't have
stopping
to
me
take
and
your
Don't have
looking
to take your shoes off.
No shoes
Don't have
off.
to take laptop out.
No laptop out. In the line, 3 people long. You should get it.
How do they know you're not Bin Laden?
You have
Literally
to give a
because
very
you have to
quick
get
interview.
You have to give an interview and be like, I'm not Bin Laden, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, and they
They're like,
barely
which one of
ask.
these is you? And it's a picture of you and Bin Laden, and you point at you.
And you go, I'm Sam.
And they're like, you passed.
Yeah, you give your fake ID. That's your photo from your self-tape.
Right. And they're like, are you Bin Laden? I'm like, I'm actually Ivy with a different last name.
So shout out to TSA pre-check. Sometimes being practical is good. Woo!
Wow.
Wow.
Ivy, whenever you're ready.
Okay. I would like to give a shout out to the meal that I've been eating every single day, which is gnocchi with olive oil and salt and pepper. I've
Yum.
been eating that every single day for the past 3 weeks. It's really good. I ordered the gnocchi that I like in a big box online because I have crazy food scarcity hustle grind set mindset, and so I'm always afraid that food is just gonna disappear. So I buy things in bulk in massive boxes, like I'm a Costco mom or a doomsday prepper. And so
Heard of Ivy Wolk, but Ivy Bulk?
ooh, wait.
Write that down.
That's good. Write that down. That's a new character for me. So I bought all this gnocchi, and now I have like 12 containers of it in my fridge. Last night I made the mistake of eating 800 calories of it in one sitting, and I couldn't move or walk, and I felt like I was gonna die. But it's really delicious, and it's just clutch. Like I love dinner.
I love dinner.
I'm in a dinner phase in my life right now. I only eat the same things over and over again. Like pretty much all I eat is potato-based products and beef or pork. That's all I eat. And then I eat like sweets and candy, and that's it.
Okay, so pretty varied.
Yeah, pretty varied.
But no fruits and vegetables.
I've been doing apples.
Oh, me too.
So actually, shout out to apples lately.
Shout out to apples.
Shout out to apples. I have like gastroparesis, so my stomach is paralyzed, and so I was not eating raw fruits and vegetables for many years because I was like not digesting them well, and I would just like throw up apple skins. And so I was not eating apples for many years of my life, and then the other day I was like, what would happen if I just ate an apple? And now I've been eating multiple apples a day, and honestly I feel like actually like I'm better. So shout out to that.
Shout out. Wow. Well, this has been a real treat. Thank you for doing the pod.
I'm so sorry that I farted in your office.
That is honestly
it's not our
so
office.
really
okay.
crazy.
Um,
That was
This
really
is the most
crazy
punk
of
rock
me.
episode we've done.
that
in a
was
while.
wild. I'm actually surprised no one's farted before.
Well, that we know of.
Adam's a farter.
Is he?
Interesting.
I don't think he farted when he was
Not
when he
audibly.
did our
Not audibly.
podcast, but much like you, not clippable in the sense that he does tell some 17-minute stories.
Yes, Adam. He's
Yeah.
Adam, but Adam talks like Bill Maher, where Bill Maher is always like, one time I saw Teddy Kennedy at the JetBlue terminal
Sure,
at LaGuardia Airport. It was a cold day, and like that's how Adam talks. Every Adam story is like, once upon a time, I saw the guy from Different Strokes at a Costco.
Yeah.
It was chilly. The breeze was blowing. And then 2 hours later, you're like, well, my
Yep.
train's here. I gotta go.
What was the point of any of that?
Yeah.
Well, now that we've shit talked Adam.
No, I love it.
Love him.
my desire for his approval is like humiliating.
No,
like
it's high,
it
it's
reminds
high.
me of being gay in high school and like wanting the cool.
Well,
kids
people
to
did
like me.
comment that there was a chemistry between you two.
They actually said
I
sexual tension.
really felt it in that episode.
I think there was a sexual tension between Adam and me, and I'm excited to explore it further.
Bespectacled kings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of ignored the whole time, but say love
You were not ignored.
You're too busy eye fucking each other to listen to my words.
Well, he likes a Mediterranean vibe.
I know.
His fiance's Italian, and you're Greek.
We want to know more about his fiance.
Nice girl.
That's
Beautiful.
what I hear.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Beautiful woman.
Okay, we have to wrap up.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
bye.
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 StraightioLab is a production by Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network and iHeart Podcasts.
Created and hosted by George Civeris and Sam Taggart.
Executive produced by Will Ferrell, Han Sani, and Olivia Aguilar.
Co-produced by Bei Wang.
Edited and engineered by Adam Avalos.
Artwork by Michael Fales and Matt Grubb.
Theme music by Ben Kling.